Jags Texans in a game. If you had the spread in this game,
Jags Texans,
Yeah.
let's go.
Oh,
Never in doubt.
a hilarious ending. Did one of you on the
We were
side?
both on it, yeah.
Yeah,
Matthew
One
was,
and a half.
We both bet it fairly big. What's big for me is very different than what's big for Jay, but we both put a lot of money for.
Viewers may think that's the other way around, but anyway.
What was your reaction when you were dead in the water when the 2-point conversion didn't go through?
Yeah, Matthew lost faith down 17-0. I never lost faith in Dave Simmons. I knew he was just biding his time for the comeback. Here's the thing. It's like, it's so terrifying.
Throughout the game.
It's so terrifying. Like, as soon as we scored the touchdown, I'm on the team, another AFC South team of mine. But as soon as we scored the touchdown, I texted Matthew, we left him too much time. They got a guy on the other side and kick it 70 yards. Like, this is way too much. It's just like in a dome.
Yeah, they've got a kicker in
He's
Cam
good
Little.
off the kick return.
They needed to get 12 yards,
Yeah.
and they would be in range, and they couldn't get the 12 yards because the Jags' offense is a mess. But overall, I thought, Matthew, the strange takeaway out of this is that the Texans were able to run the ball fairly efficiently, and Woody Marks looked really good.
16 of the team's 22 running back touches, a season-high 78% snap rate. He also got 4 goal-to-go rushing attempts, only 4 total in his first 8 games. Now, again, Texans were in comeback mode for much of this game, so he's the passing down back. But I don't want to read too much into this because we've seen this before where, like, Woody Marks is taking over this backfield, and Nick Chubb is still hanging around. But I do feel like since week 4, he's been a top 20 fantasy running back. I do think he's very much flex-worthy. To the eye test, he is their best running back. He is the most explosive guy they have in an offense that needs to continually get better. In a comeback mode with Davis Mills under center, the Texans lead Jay and I to glory, and that cash is for us.
It was such a strange feeling because as soon as they crossed midfield on the final drive, I'm sitting there being like, don't pass, ever. Let's see them have a run that goes for less than 7 yards.
Right.
Like, they were just gashing the Jags on the ground. And I think, look, we spoke about it yesterday on the show, Matthew, but there's this perception about the Jags defense being, like, solid or competent. This is the worst defense in the NFL last year. They've been hugely dependent on turnovers. They gave up 35 points to Matthew Stafford with no Puka Nacua. They gave up like a 100th percentile success rate to the Chiefs on that Monday night game they happened to win. They gave up 29 to Geno Smith, who looks like he's going to be out of the league in a year. Like, this is a bad defense.
And they let Davis Mills.
They've just shredded them.
Yeah, after like the first quarter, he got going in this game.
This also, like, this game shouldn't have been as close as it was. It was like 17-0 with like just the most bizarre stuff. Parker Washington, your man, gets into the end zone.
Huge Parker Washington day.
Yeah, I had an uncomfortable amount of Parker Washington yesterday as I discussed on fantasy
tweeting
football
through it. I knew something was up.
But I had to play him against Jay. Just a bunch of leagues and a bunch of guillotine leagues as well, where I was just like desperate. And so he pays off as well. He gets the special teams touchdown as well, but 7 targets, 3 for 33 over the last 3 games, 15 fantasy points per game. Jacoby Myers doesn't do much in his debut, just a 50% route participation as well. We'll see BTJ's health next week as well. They play the Chargers next week, which is not an easy defense, but I do think Parker Washington is a viable wide receiver 3 moving forward. It was nice to see Travis Etienne get all the work that he did. 45 touches over the last 2 weeks for Travis Etienne and a season-high 17% target share. I thought that was interesting. Starting to use Etienne more in the passing attack. That's important here. Last thing on the Texans here was just, Dalton Schultz since week 7 is the 6th best tight end in fantasy football. Like he's a catch and fall tight end.
Massive volume,
but
insane volume for a tight end.
Yeah. Just wanted to point that out.
Jags are no good, Connor. They're no good.
No.
I fear that as a Colts man, I fear the Texans in that division a little bit. The Texans are very far back, but I think the Texans are actually a good team. Jags aren't good at the moment.
They saved their season with that win.
Jags need to get healthier. To be fair, they're missing a lot of players at the moment, but in their current state, they're not a team that you want shares of.
No. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.